good bet that Congress will soon complete its first must-do task of the year. President Trump and bipartisan majorities at the Capitol are getting ready to pass a measure that will keep the government running for the next 5 months. But that hardly ends the budget wars for the year. In fact, what this little deal will do is clear the decks for a much bigger and more important fight over Trump's bold plans for growing the military and shrinking spending on almost everything else. History shows that presidents have their best shot at reordering government priorities in the budget for the first full fiscal year of the presidency. You might think Trump would be on a pretty straight path to victory, now that Republicans are both occupying the White House and running Congress for the first time since 2006. But it's not nearly so simple. That's in part because many in his own party think Trump's plans go too far, and in part because, like all new presidents, he's already a decent amount behind schedule. The process is supposed to get started with the White House sending a line-by-line budget to the Hill in early February. But Trump's team says that's not going to happen until the second half of May, leaving no more than 20 weeks until the new fiscal year begins. Until then, what Washington's been working with is a sketch of the Trump ideas in a document known as the skinny budget. But that's enough to set the parameters for a huge fight ahead, unless the president decides to go after the first big bipartisan deal of his presidency. In essence, Trump wants to give the Pentagon a 10% boost, which amounts to $54 billion extra dollars, by making historically deep cuts in almost every other federal program. He'd shrink the EPA by 30%, foreign aid and farm programs by almost as much, and labor and health programs more than 20%. Commerce, housing and urban development, education, interior, the Treasury, and the SBA all would get cut by double digits. The end result is a so-called discretionary spending pie that would stay essentially the same size as this year, at $1,065 billion. But the big pieces would look pretty different next year. In Congress, that is a non-starter. Plenty of Republicans have joined the Democrats in disparaging such an aggressive poaching of the butter supply in order to pay for so many more guns. The problem is that the total size of the pie itself, the amount that gets appropriated, cannot be changed unless Congress itself agrees. So, unless lawmakers vote to raise the cap, another year of budget gridlock is a sure thing, and Trump won't get much of anything that he wants. A bigger number can't pass with just GOP votes, because enough small government conservatives are going to vote to insist on keeping the spending limits in place. So any breakthrough is going to require Trump and the GOP leadership to find votes among the Democrats. And they're only going to be willing to boost defense spending if there's at least a comparable increase in domestic programs as well. If there is a deal, look for it to boost overall appropriations between 5 and 10%. The extra money more or less split between the military and all the rest, in a flurry of legislation that would move through Congress this summer. And if there's no deal, unless the healthcare rewrite or the tax overhaul come together, and both look like long shots, Trump and Congress are going to have to keep looking for other ways to make legislative news this spring and summer.